Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Project. Or program? Program. Can't even get my game name right. Jesus. Anyway, hi, welcome back. We're today trying to go along the path of automation between our various planets and our homeworld, which we've named Earth. But we also have an electronics world and a forge world. So we'll be setting up our way to get to automated production of these bad boys here. Which of course means automated production of these bad boys first, which means production of these things as well as a whole chunk of other bits and pieces. So, a lot of automation meant to be happening today. Now I have left this here as a bit of a reminder for myself to start making graphene as our first project. We have previously set up 6 of these, and that's on the basis of making 12 of these and 6 of these production points at some point. So the first thing that we're going to do is move on with our chemical plant. So we're going to jump straight into it. There's no point waiting really. And we'll go with the graphene production. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, and then do the same. And you're gonna make me some graphene. Now for graphene, we only need 2 inputs, which is fantastic. And those inputs are acid, which we've got acid coming out of here. I'm gonna run that down and run it down across like this. And then the next thing we're gonna do is go grab our energetic graphite. Now we do have it here somewhere. Here it is. Right, we've got a bit of a splitting situation. So the first thing we want to do is just start running it out like this. Excellent. Get to that point, then we're going to go down a level. Get to this point, we'll go back up a level. Get to this point, we're going to go down. Yeah. And then try and go up to here. Can we do that? No. Oh, wait, we can. This is snakes. I'm playing a game of snakes and ladders here. Gotta do the right path. But eventually, yep, we will make it. We're gonna make it. Hey, we made it. And then of course we need an output thing. Now these should make 2 every 3 seconds. So we're gonna need our best possible belt at the moment. That is the best belt that we can make at the moment, not the best possible belt that you can get in the game, of course. And then we'll set up our Jenga. So like that, oh, like that, why not? And then like that, and then like that. Beautiful. And we'll copy that down, and then we'll do the same here, and copy that down. Hey. Yeah, oh, no, that's where it starts failing. Why do you not want to do it here? Really? Oh, lack of item, that's why. Alright, we need more sorters, so we'll just go into low orbit. Got us most of the way, could have gone a little bit further. There we go, grab a couple of these. Back into orbit. Grab this guy here and copy it down. Fan-bloody-tastic. Now we're going to need to power it, of course. So put down our Tesla poles. And we have graphene being produced. We've got this huge kind of chemical plant set up here. Fantastic, I love it. We're using a fair bit of power now. But that's okay. Now, we don't have nearly enough graphene. I'm going to improve that line. And I also feel like we need to improve this line, quite possibly these lines, for that to make sense. Which also means, yep, we need to improve that chain. Quite possibly this chain too. There we go. Oh. Nice. Now the one thing that I'm not doing here is boosting my acid. So I think we need to boost that acid. So we'll chuck down one of those. And where's our nearest thingy? I reckon we'll use this one here. Jump it up a level. Like that. You can run across here. Go straight in. That'll help produce a little bit extra for a little bit extra power, but we'll be more efficient on our resources. That's the benefit for the trade-off. Alrighty then. Now, now that we have that going on, what else do these things need? Alright, so produce thrusters, I just need copper and steel. To produce these, I'll need processors, of course. To produce these, I'm going to need green motors and our titanium alloy. And for titanium alloy, I'm going to need titanium, steel, and acid. So I think we're going to set that production facility up next. For titanium alloy. I'm going to set it up over here. I think that'll be reasonably convenient. And for it, we do these in smelters. So, now it's built for 6, but I want space for 12. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. And then we'll do the same up the top. Now there is a reason why I'm going for space for 12, and that's just for future expansion. What I'll do is just apply the recipes to the top ones first. Now we're going to have acid coming in, like so. Have titanium coming in like so. And I haven't done this right, so that's alright. We will have steel coming in from this side because my steel belt is off to the right. Do that, and then our output will go like this. Wait, up a level, back down a level, and then we'll also have it like that. Cool. So 1, 2, 3. Will this work? No, it won't. It'll need to be slightly offset from each other. So if I take this, let's reverse it and do that. Damn it. Not what I was after. Anyway, get rid of that, and we just make it one long line. Problem solved. So I've already done 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's another 6. Cool. So let's do that. Do that. Do that. Cool. And then we just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And have it come out like that. Excellent. Can I fit that in? No. Cool. Grab some of this acid stuff. And then run it in like that. Now, normally this box is full of titanium, and that's where I'm kind of placing everything here, because I know that I'm going to need titanium coming into this thing. But I don't actually know where my titanium is really going to come from at the moment. And then the other thing that I've got going on is a steel factory over here, right? The first thing I'm going to do is that, and then maybe one of these. And that'll help improve the supply. I've got a proliferator. Oh my god, my problem's saying that. I swear they've just done that deliberately for, you know, Twitchers, YouTubers, etc. Like, yeah, let's make this as hard as possible to say. That'll stump the bastards. Anyway, conspiracy theories against Twitchers aside. Let's do this. Oh, really? I got that wrong. Yeah, I did. I got it wrong. Yeah, like that. Cool. Go up one level and then down one level. Like that. Run my steel over here. Up a level. Back down a level. And that should do everything. Now I want to make sure this acid is proliferated. Yeah, I said it right. Said it this time. Woo! I said the thing. And get it to go up like that. Throw in some power. And we got steel coming in as well. So all it needs is titanium. And that gives us our titanium alloy done. So ingredients are all tick. And my processes are on another planet, but that's fine. Ingredients will tick for that. All ingredients will tick for that. Next up, I'm going to need particle containers. So for that, I'm going to need copper, graphene, and green motors. Copper. Got graphene here. What we need, I've got green motors over this way, which will be part of a planetary drop. We might start extracting that copper from the pole up there. And then we can start building that over here, I think, right? Was it building it? Yeah. Particle containers. Yeah, definitely. All right. So we ran copper down here and made particle containers just in this area. I think we'd be good. Just make sure we raise the sea. Sorry, sea creatures, you're just inconvenient. How many are we going to need? We're going to produce 1 every 4 seconds. Which is not a huge amount, let's be honest. So, if I do 1 every 4 seconds, then I do 12 of those. That'll be 3 a second. If I do 24 of them, that's a fair bit. But we are going to be starting to supply some of these resources from elsewhere. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do a 1 row for the moment. And then we might set up another one up here. Yeah. That's what we're going to do. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the difference between equatorial lines. That's 12 and that's 12. And that's going to offend my sense of neatness, but okay. Now, I said before that we needed copper, so let's go grab our copper. Oh, isn't that pretty? You know, going over the horizon, there's a giant gas giant. I say grass giant. Yes, there's a giant grass planet in the sky. Very green, very pretty. It's full of cows. Alright. Setting it up. Setting it up. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another there. I know, I could probably go find a blueprint. But it's a fairly simple pattern to set up, so yeah. Not hard to do. Cool, copper on its way. I feel like this again would be a good example of when to use interplanetary logistic systems. So we'll run it slightly to the left and then straight down. Do that, maybe. Yeah. Like that. What else do you need? These guys? You need green motors and graphene. Either way, we'll chuck one of those there. And the second one there. Then do that. that. Now the next thing I'm going to be doing is taking this graphene, chucking a splitter there. What's the final thing it needs again? Green motors. We'll bring in our green motors from here. Like so. Oh, did I just miss a line? Yep. And yeah, I'm running out of power stuff. Those guys in there. There we go. Right, just gonna let things recharge a bit. I think that's quite slow. We're not recharging at our normal rate. Maybe I've left a drone somewhere? I feel like I'm gonna fall into the ocean. Oh look, we got a charger here. Oh, let's wrap that up. When I'm using stuff. Yeah, it's telling me when I'm using stuff, so... Apparently I just have insufficient fuel generation capabilities these days. Alright, so to do everything I want to do here, I am definitely going to need more stuff. Now, for whatever reason, yeah, I could have left some drones down this way. Let's fly down, drop off guys are going to bring in a steel. Anyway. Go like this. Then that will be our empty box. That's going to give us a heap of this. Already got our graphene, so that's good. We have our... Yeah, so I'll wire you guys up first. Pink dumbbell production. And the final thing I need here is green motors. Now, in reality, what's going to happen is it's going to come in from somewhere over here. Once things are properly set up, but for the time being, we're going to use a good old box again. Box full of green motors. Now we're going to need power, of course, for all this to happen. So we're going to wire that up to... And then we're going to go find some green motors. Fortunately, I know where I left a bunch. Yoink them off the belt. Yeah, have a box of green motors. So that should supply these guys for a while. One would hope. How many does it need? 2 for everyone. So basically I should have a double box at the end of this. Alright, that gives us pink dumbbells or particle containers. And now technically we should have everything we need to build these things. We have pink stuff. Stuff for those processes I need to go pick up. What's delete? Yeah, delete, 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 and recycle those things that I've just chucked on the ground. Cool. Got those coming in now. Once we have some titanium in, then we'll have that ready to go. So that seems like our next thing to do. Go get some titanium. Again. What I do want to do though is make a box here. Again, I know me with my boxes. But basically to store up a heap of it once this starts processing. These I don't need to worry so much about, but our yellow science will continue no matter what, whereas unless I've got something to store this, these guys won't continue. I'm thinking I should actually just finish this off. Might as well just get it done. Right, so that way no matter what. It's already doing, it's already going. course, my usual hard to say thing needs to be put in place. The proliferators. Might also get rid of that. You like that. There, and yeah, give me the charge up, please. Okay, so we'll pick up some graphite and just fill up our fuel chamber. We definitely want to be getting to a better way of doing that soon-ish. Probably going on everything though. That's still producing some hydrogen. Still got plenty of hydrogen here. Okay, let's go to our forge world and go pick that stuff up. To escape a velocity, and we're off. Zoom. Zooming. Across the universe. Oh, I didn't pick up. Huh. Well, it won't be a problem. Not ideal, but it won't be a problem. I mean, I am looking forward to deuterium fuel. And the reason why it won't be a problem is I actually do have a charging station on my forge world at the poles, so I can just go there, get all the energy I need, and that'll take me back to my home planet easy peasy. Now, before we go home though, need to head up to that thing, that little outpost up here, and pick up our titanium. Got oodles of it. We go up north. Charge up. Yeah. Alright, so the power I'm going to have is all the power I'm going to have to get home. So if I lose out, I'm buggered. Do I hit something, which in interstellar terms means I'm buggered. Basically. Units of mass are few and far between when you're talking about the vastness of space. And it takes a long time. I'm actually kind of curious to know though if I, just shoot myself off at sub-light year speeds, will I eventually get to another solar system? I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, because in a different playthrough, or I've forgotten to attach warpers to interstellar craft, they've attempted to make the long journey at sublight speeds, and yeah, I was waiting a while, staring at the vessels, being really frustrated, thinking, it was not a fun experience. Boom. Oh, we even landed in the right location. That's kind of useful. Use that to... There we go. Nice. Now we are going to go get some graphite, graphene, whatever it is. We're getting some. 1, 2, 3, 4. That'll fill up my reserves. Stop burning my reserves. And we're going to go get a whole chunk of processors next. As soon as I've recharged. Cool, alright, so we have that being produced, we've got these being produced. We have everything, or we have all our components necessary. The next thing to do is to set up our factories to produce thrusters as well as logistic zones and reinforced thrusters and logistic vessels and all those good things, as well as the main event, which is of course our planetary logistics stations and interstellar logistics stations. All fun times. And we'll be adding that to our mole because these are things that I want all the time. So I don't want to be crafting them manually each time I need it. That takes far too long. It's 30 seconds per interstellar one and 20 seconds per planetary. It's better for it to just work in the background for whenever I need to have them on hand. Now, I will need processors for these, and that's where we've prepared earlier with our electronics factory. It wasn't huge, but it was enough to get us started, and that's the main thing. Cool. Alright, so with that going off now, we want to go into orbit and just try and achieve escape velocity while also not hitting the gas giant, getting trapped in its orbital well. And about here? Yeah, about here, I think. Yes, there's our processors there. Nice. Actually ended up where I wanted it to be. Wow, and that's still going. It's been a while since we've been here, and it is still going slow. Ah, that's right. Now the reason why it's going slow, there is a reason for this, is because we don't have enough silicon production. Right, all this. But now that we've got our extra super fast fancy belts, we can make this all a lot faster here. And improve our production out of sight. Mainly by making this a lot better. Alright, so this is going to travel down the line. We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 working on it means every 2 seconds. But we're going to want it more. So let's do the more. Oops. That was not what I planned there. Oops-a-daisy. Run that down. Run this down too. The 3. The 3. That. Gotta have enough towers to expand that. That would have been awkward. And now we should have enough silicon coming in to power most of this stuff. And that, of course, is going to help with our silicon output. Pushing it up through these belts. And starting to feed these microcrystalline components a lot better. Yeah, we're starting to stack it up, see? We are stacking it up, which means we're bringing in these guys. Oh, with a few belt upgrades and everything's a little bit better. Now, we are going to continue to make that even more super fantastic. By putting in more upgrades. Like that. That's probably enough to be getting on with. We will grab all these. Oh, they're already boosted as well. See, there's me thinking ahead. There's big brain me in action, not like small brain me. over to Earth, behind the gas giant, of course, just to make things a little bit more awkward. Plenty of graphene, and didn't stock up with any more. So we have what? Oh, actually, we'll use our charging station here. Fill her up, please. Alright, that's good enough. We'll head for orbit. Alright, now we have... Oop. We have not got enough... Plenty of coal, just not enough energetic graphite. Alright. How are we going on power? We're not consuming all that much anyway, so... It's all good, it's all G. Oh gee, guys. Fill this in. Icarus, the one robot environmental catastrophe. Filling in C's. Alrighty then. So we're going to want to build a few things. Now we're wrapping our mall around here as well. We've got this kind of inconvenient belt coming through here. So we might want to redesign that to be, say, more like this. Oh, look, we got iron too. Nice. Alright. Oh, spaghetti. How I've missed you. Delicious, delicious spaghetti. Now, what we got here? We're going to be making a few things here. First of all, we need some kind of thruster factory, and then we need a logistics drone factory. So, given that we've got iron over here, we're going to put storage here. Drop all my processors in it for when we need it. Next thing we're going to do is, I'm thinking planetary logistics. Yeah, planetary logistics it is. Now we're going to want some titanium. We have some left, yes. Good, because I don't want to do another robot trip. Yoink you all. Okay. Here. Okay, then one of these. Then one of these. Then one of these. And I know it's not ready yet, but then one of these for the next one in the chain. Yes, there's more, ladies and gentlemen, more. But yeah, you, then you, and then you can just be it for now. We're only going to need a couple of rows of them. Not much. I feel like my placement is bad again. So instead, we're going to do something like this. Had it good in theory, but in practical terms, to get all my necessary belts in, I had it rotten. Alright, so you, and then you. Back to 2 again. Back to 2 again. Right, I'm gonna go. Now, steel was one of the things on the menu. So up here comes steel. Take a bow. Like that. So we are also going to want titanium processes. So again, because I don't feel like sticking around, we'll put another box down. Say that titanium is going to come in from this direction, like so. Then our processes are likewise going to come in from this direction, like like so. Then the final thing I need is particle containers. Now I'm running low on belts, so we're going to take care of those first. Also felt I needed Tesla towers. Particle containers. Yeah, your tote's gonna be a logistics station as well. Which makes me think I'm just gonna box you up for the time being. This guy with all the boxes, what is he doing? This is not good, this is not permanent. This is possibly a very racist accent if we knew what the accent actually was. Cool. Now you are also going to need particle containers, so that's a good line there. Hey, I understood the assignment. Part of you can go into a logistics, the rest of you can come with me. so. No, I haven't done. Proliferated everything. Hey, I said it properly. Does that mean I'm a real boy now? Am I no longer a child? I can speak. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so that'll proliferate things. I have like a proliferation line here. Yeah, I do. Because even one bonus, one of those factories is massive, right? A lot of resources saved at that point. So we'll drop them there. Because I don't have. Oh no. Man, you're an inconvenient power pole. We'll put you there instead. I hope that doesn't ruin anything. Down a level. Up a level. Cross like this, do a crazy little U-turn, just for no reason. Yeah! But then it doesn't matter because I can't do those ones. Oh well. I'll at least get this one done. Oh no, I won't, because this won't pass through. Because that won't be proliferated. It is tempting. Probably unnecessary. Alright, we've got our first 4 done already. Look, this is running in the background. Fantastic. Now, I actually only needed 3, so I'll take the 4th as a bonus. I'm going to yoink those straight away. And we're going to start working on the other bits of the factory that we need at the moment. And that is going to be our logistics drones here, as well as our logistics vessels. So the drones are going to need some steel and copper for the thrusters. So we have steel here and copper. So I'll put that here and then drop in a box for it. And then run this down around like this. And then out like that. Make it so, yeah, maybe 20 or so, two lots. I need massive stockpiles of it. Okay, so that's going to give us our thrusters. And then the next thing that we're going to need for our next trip, ladies and gentlemen, we want you making drones. So we want thrusters, which I'm just creating in that box there. And we're going to want processors, which we've got over here. And we're going to want iron. Are you iron? No, you're concrete. Iron we've got down here. Now what's this actually need? Processors are anything that it has in common, right? So I'm going to take our iron line here, run it along. And then we'll get another box again. Make that in, give it some power. And a few maybe. Alright, so that's going to start making our planetary drones. Now we also want our interstellar type drones, so logistic vessels. For that we're going to need more complicated stuff. So we will put one of these bad boys here to make the reinforced thrusters. And then we're going to put one of these bad boys here. And that's going to make other stuff. So we know we need the cool titanium alloy for both of them. So we'll do that. Drop that in here. You're going to be our thrusters. Again, don't need heaps of you, so let's go 2 stacks. And probably only need 4 stacks of you. What else do you need? Green sort of things. Greeny things, you know, scientific term. You're going to be making these. Alright, that's everything you need hooked up. Apart from power, of course, so we'll fix that too. And then we just need a heap of green motors. Just going to fly down and grab some. I don't know where I'm going to be bringing them in from just yet. Hey, that's probably going to last us a long time, so maybe I can just hook up a box. He said the box word again. Oh my god, this guy's obsessed with boxes. Alright, and yeah, I'm gonna do that. I mean, how many do they need, right? 5. That's 2 thrusters a vehicle, I believe. No, I don't need you. Hey. So really, it's going to take, let's double check, alright, they're going to need 2. That's 5 a thruster. So let's take 10 per logistics vessel. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. I have 3,000 thrusters. So it's going to take 10 things, so that's 300 thrusters. That I can produce. No, it's more. It's 600 thrusters, but then 300 logistic vessels. Now, given that each logistics hub takes a maximum of 10 logistic vessels, that's 30 logistic hubs trekked out with these vessels. I'm thinking that I won't need this for a while to be anything else, and I can just go down to a box and yoink it all if I ever need some. But we are going to wait for those to be produced for a bit. Oh, so close to the next level there. Yep, can't make any more. We have maxed out. Wait for you to produce one more. There we go. Grab them. All right. This is exciting. This is very exciting. It is an exciting day, people. So, we know that we had plans for one to be around here. So let's see if we can make that reality happen without disrupting too much of what I've built. We're going to go to our transport and logistics. No. Transportation, there we are. We'll drop one here.
You have established an interstellar logistics station and opened the first node of logistics transportation among the planets. With it, no need to transport cargo between planets manually anymore. Just set to remote supply in the site on the raw material supply planet. The logistics vessel will bring the cargo to the other planets with corresponding remote demand sites accordingly. Setting local supply and demand can also inherit the functions of ordinary logistics station at the same time.
So you want titanium, remote demand, local supply. And we're going to grab 2 of you to start fulfilling that. Not much, I know, but we will fill them up. Then we'll put our proliferator back. Oh yeah, I'm getting good at saying that word now. Small achievements here, people. Alright, fill up the proliferators. Warpers are required. If the maximum transport distance is exceeded, logistics vessels won't depart until equipped. Alright. You can stay within a light year, right? Is what I'm saying. We want full loads on vessels. That's going to give us all that stuff. Now I know that I've got 4, so I can also drop one here. Now put there. Now put there. Now you want that, and we want processors. Remote demand, remote demand. You can supply locally. Give you 4. We're going to go these, and we're going to go local demand. We just call it storage for that. Eventually it's going to be right. Yeah, so we should get rid of that. Make sure I have the correct filters. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. And you're going to want power too. But there you go. Yes, I know we're running low on power again. And we will want one up here as well. But for the time being, we don't need to worry too much about it. Remove that box. Okay, we're going to go set up 2 logistics stations now. Logistics station 1 is going to be on our electronic station planet, and logistics station 2 is going to be on our forge world. So we're going to go to electronics first, just because it's closer. No other reason. And get into orbit, please. Boom. You're going to be... Oh, no. Clear and reset. Get those in. If we need silicon, we're also going to be supplying that. And if we need this, we're also going to be supplying that. So... out we go. Here we go, and we're exceeding our power demands somehow. It's cool. Let's do that. And then start unloading them all, buddies. Got a heap of power plants by any chance? Nah. Excellent, so this is going to start loading up a whole heap of electronics and supplying it. Now, we are going to say that you need to only be within this local system. You're not going to supply processors anywhere else, or silicon, or anything else like that. Don't do it. We also need to be getting crystal silicon from here as well. That's what we'll be using some of these veins for. But otherwise, I can't see any issues here, apart from the low power, but we can come sort that out another time. For the time being, it is going to just keep chugging on and supplying us with power. I mean, with processors. I mean, it's got heaps to be getting on with anyway. Off we go. Where we stop will be the Forge World. Now the Forge World, we're going to do a very similar thing. We're going to yoink down there, and we're going to set up that logistics station near our platinum mine. And then, I've got a heap of miners and stuff, I'm pretty sure. So the other thing, yep, thank you. Oh, have I? There we are. The other thing that we're going to do is maybe set up a few more platinum miners and smelters on the Forge World, just to get really thumping on that supply. And there it is. Yoink you there. Gonna make you good. Gonna make you good. I'm gonna start pump it out. Pump it out. Yep, remote supply, all within the range of a light year, please. How are you up? Oh, you got power? Cool. Oh yeah, I left all this stuff here. Hey! Might as well pick up what we've got here. Hey, power things. Nice. Grab these, sorters, miners. Most of the rest of it's redundant. But now we have a whole heap of platinum coming in. Platinum? Titanium, not platinum. But we do have some more titanium up here, so we're gonna make the most of being here and just drop down some more miners. Excellent. Now, in forging this, it's 1 every 2 seconds. So in our production chain, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yoink that down. Yoink this through the middle. And do the same. 7. Like that. And do that. And we have our titanium all set up. Now we've got 24 of those. It's going to do 1 every 2 seconds. That's producing 12 a second, or can input 12 a second, so it should feed the whole smelter array. I think. I hope. We shall see. Now we've got 4 more logistics vessels left, so we're going to just fill these up with logistic vessels, or with the remaining ones that we have. They can start transporting things all around. That's still only working at quarter satisfaction as well, so we know that we've got good power. Go up here and we will recharge. Now the other thing I wanted to make was accumulators. So for accumulators, I'm going to need these guys. These guys. Supermagnetic rings. But now, so yeah, now that we go into our interstellar view, because we can't see other stars here, pardon me, we start seeing our logistics vessels going back and forth here. Between Earth and the Forge World, we'll also see them leaving the electronics place and Earth as well. Earth is going to be our next endpoint, where we'll go finish our setup there, so hopefully we'll have some local logistic places. Even still, might end up just using interstellar ones all the time anyway. Hi guys, just passing by. How you doing? And we should start to see our research start again soon. I'm a little bit surprised it hasn't. A little bit concerned it hasn't. It means I probably haven't hooked something up right. Where are we? Yeah, we want to keep going this way. And head to... Ah. Yeah. I know what I haven't done. So gotta set your filters on your outputs. It won't just output everything and then wait to be filtered elsewhere, I don't believe. Alright, so if I do that, and then that. Here we go! We have titanium again. That means titanium crystals again. What do we need for these? Oh, we can make these now. All the things that can be made. The assembling machine Mark II. A lot faster. Now, of course, with all these factories coming online, we're probably gonna hit some power output issues, maybe. Ah, the start of the tasty research again. Now we should also try and tier up these ones. Logistic drone carrying capacity, that's always nice. Excuse me. Now, the next thing that we want is probably deuterium or mini fusion power generation. So these things are great. It means power for me for days and also our power station for days. We need quite a few things to make them, though. Yeah, I don't think we're quite there. I mean, I need high strength materials. We could start doing solar sails. Comparatively, it's not too far off production chain wise for us. We could get interstellar power transmission. That's actually quite a useful one. And then also gas giant exploitation. Now these things are cool. The reason they're cool is because when we can put them down on gas giants, and then we can mine the gas from the gas giants, and that means an unlimited source of, for this solar system at least, deuterium as well as hydrogen. And so those are both fuel sources. We can also get power substations. I'm actually not a huge fan of those. I think the cheaper options are actually better. Now these things are what we're going to be using a heap of hydrogen for as well. These Casimir crystals, they're a pain. Absolute pain to produce. Usually I try to go find somewhere where there's these crystals instead to make them. Because, yeah, they are a pain. We will get to queue up mini fusion. Potentially at proliferators Mark III. I will do it one day. Yeah, it's not worth it. Well, we can't do it actually. We don't have purple science. Inventory capacity. Be a little bit faster. Extra blueprints. Drive engines. I could be faster while sailing through the thing. Yeah, we're gonna go for solar sail life. Because if we're gonna go with solar sails, and we will, then we'll wanna... Yeah, so we'll go with this tree next. Just so I can start setting up our first stage of our Dyson sphere, which is going to be proliferator. I know, right? Thanks, Blarghog. I'm constantly struggling with that word. But we'll go with our solar sails for our next stage of power. Because this graphite just powering our thermal station up here ain't gonna last forever. And we're gonna want to fix that up. Now, we also need to fix up kind of all the messiness that we've created here. 50 of them, that's going to be plenty. Oh, you know what? I'll yoink those 3, because I want them. And I'll grab some drones. I will not need that many drones, I don't think. Let's put it down to that. Now you want pink dumbbells. Yeah, that's basically going to be my power jump. I'm skipping the hydrogen cells. I mean, I could do it, but we're so close to fusion anyway, so why not? But we will want this guy, say about here. Now you're going to have supply, and then you're going to want to demand these.
Provided the place of logistics station of the raw material is set to supply, the logistic drones will transport cargo to elsewhere with a demand on the planet automatically. Never forget to put the logistic drones in the logistics station, either the supply or the demand side. The logistic drones will only work for the transportation station they belong to.
Basically, I'm fixing up where I've been relying on boxes to supply everything at the moment, and until I've had those interstellar logistic stations. Oops, I didn't set a filter on that either. Fix that. Alright, I can kill the box here, I can kill the box here. Good. I might as well hook these guys up too. It's overkill for the time being, but hey, that's okay. Overkill will be useful later. We need power in that thing too. How many can we put in? 50. Well, it's going to get the full load. No! Excellent flying there. Drop it down like that. Green motors. You're gonna supply, yep. And hook it up. No longer want a box of these. Box can now output. as well. Blarg, it sounds like you've played this game already. Yeah, those that's a curve. I have been in the same boat as well, where I've just kind of lost motivation. But I've come in with this, and I figure with people watching, then setting a goal, it might be more achievable. And the goal is I want to fill up as much as possible with Dyson spheres, so not just a single planet, but actually get it happening so it's everywhere. I don't know how successful I'll be, but hey, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I was afraid of that. We're gonna start losing power. Yeah, right. I mean, I'm assuming that you can do it, but I haven't tried it. Well, you can probably do it, but whether or not it actually outputs any power to put a Dyson sphere around a black hole. I'm kind of curious to know what the devs have done. The other thing I want to do is actually see if they've changed it at all since I've last played, because it has been a while, to see if you can escape from a black hole. Because the last time you could land on it, you could take off and that sort of thing. Whereas it'd be a lot more interesting now if the gravity was accurate and once you're there, you're stuffed. That's going to be demand. Yeah, now we're hitting the power failure point. So we're going to want some solar sails to start pumping out soon. Yeah, graphite. Yeah. That's all slowing down too. Wondering if it's just worth chucking down a whole heap of wind power again, just to, yeah, because everything's at 50% production. I mean, at least things keep running, even though it's a brownout. Unlike Satisfactory, where your power blows and then it's all gone. Just wind's not powerful enough for what I want to do here. Alright, how long have we got left in the stream? Meant to be only going for another 5 minutes or so. I have achieved my goal, so I'm just wondering if more power is going to be my next stream or not. Or if we should keep going and get some more stuff done. Kind of want to keep going for a little bit longer. Yeah, Satisfactory is a little bit different in that, you know, it's first person. They've made it a little bit easier to make things where you can just click and hold and it'll start So similar to the interface here where you grab your boxes and whatever and do this, you can now do that in Satisfactory, which makes it a lot easier, I'm led to understand. But still, yeah. We're going to try and save some power, just making our minimum load a little bit higher, I think. If we're going to take off and use power, then they need to be justifying it. We also probably don't need huge amounts here. We'll just restrict it to 1,000. But yeah, blueprints would be nice and satisfactory. Yeah, I don't know. In some cases, yes, I agree with you. It's annoying, whereas this third-person perspective that you get in Factorio and Dyson Sphere program, it's a lot easier to lay out your factories. But I think that's kind of the part of the point of Satisfactory, in that, you know, it's the story of this guy trapped in a planet. He's trying to build a space elevator to escape, or at least I think that's what the story is going to be, because obviously we don't know yet. We're waiting on the full release there. I don't know. I like both games. I can totally respect people's point of view that it can be annoying though. And, you know, case in point, I'm not streaming Satisfactory. Oh, we definitely need more power. Alright. I think I'm just going to set up a heap of wind turbines for now, just to get me limping past this point, and I'll get rid of them. Yeah, the tubes are awesome. I don't know if you've checked out some of the videos on YouTube where they've set up like those tube cannons, so they jump in and they fly across the map. Absolutely hilarious. Grab these and go find a big empty space, if I have any of them. Yeah, so I've done nothing up here, so that's where we're going to go next. What do you guys think of the lack of enemies at the moment in this game? So in Factorio you get the biters and the various other creatures that'll come and ruin your day. Yes, but then these look an awful lot like guns, right? I cannot help but think that's not... Yeah, well, that's the thing as well. What would defenses look like in this? Because you've obviously got your logistics vessels going between planet to planet. Solar sails, that's right. Deadly solar sails. But presumably, I mean, it'd be cool if you could just use that same blueprint, but load them up with something else. Because no matter what, you've got to have something fairly powerful to shoot something off a planet at escape velocity. It wouldn't need to be much, just like an iron slug, and it would definitely ruin someone's day at some point. I don't know, I'm kind of excited to see them come up with a mode of enemies. Initially I was actually enjoying the lack of biters or that kind of pressure to get everything built in a certain amount of time, because otherwise you're going to die and lose. But now I'm thinking, yeah, well, as long as you've got like a peaceful mode where you want to do that sort of thing. And in the meantime, it could add a new element to the game. As at the moment it's very, very chill. There's a good point, Blackhorn. I mean, the little guys don't look like much. But presumably before they hit the sun, they're going to be streamlined into like a spear sort of thing. And then unfurl when they're actually going in for orbit. Would kind of suck though if you didn't want to use them for defense and they ended up just being, all your solar sails disappeared because they were shooting aliens all the time. You're trying to build your Dyson sphere out. In particular, that last part of the Dyson sphere, covering them, that takes forever. I'm a little bit impressed by the maths there, Blaghorn. Actually didn't know what escape velocity was for Earth, but oh, you mean like having the planet and then surround it with a ring? Like a planetary fortress sort of thing? That's a cool idea. Whew. Could be interesting though if you're building your sphere and you also need to protect your planets, and you can put some kind of fortress there. Or if you're trying to build spheres in other solar systems and you want to set up some planetary defenses, or you need to continue to defend your main place or main factories where you're importing resources. Which is kind of my plan this time around as well, is to make some factories in my home system that's going to pump out all the necessary components, and then just kind of strip mine all the planets elsewhere to make all the Dyson spheres elsewhere. That's the idea anyway. We'll see how successful that is. Now, how are we going on power now? Put an awful lot of these. Hey, we've nearly solved our power problem just with with wind power. Obviously not going to work long term though. Going to need this space for other stuff. gonna run out of power on my mecha soon as well. Oh, come on. My power's all up here. No! Clunk. So slow. Do I have anything I can burn? Can I burn this? Nope. Ah. There we go. Power again. Alright, 100% satisfaction as well. That's good. Alright, these guys... Ah, that's where I need green... do I really need green belts there though? I mean, green motors. I mean, I'm not gonna need that many thrusters. What else is gonna need thrusters over in my mall? I mean, green motors. Won't need it for that. Won't need it for those. Nope. Nope and a nope. Yeah, I'm not thinking it's worth bringing a belt in, just because nothing else needs it, apart from these things. And that is a lot of things. I shouldn't even need to make... Yeah, I'm not going to need to make 200 of them. Have we got this guy up and running? What's happening? Yeah, research is not there yet. I think that is what we're researching at the moment though. Yeah, gas giant exploitation. So we'll continue putting things into the queue. Now, solar sails was the next thing that I was going to chuck in. Then transmission ray efficiency. Yep. Get up to purple research for that. And the thing that's limiting my research at the moment, I suspect, is that these aren't tall enough. So, I don't actually make these except for when I need them. I think I've got some iron around here, glass. The 8 will do. Oh god, no, I don't want to do that. Pick up some electronics. Ah! Yeah, so this is raring to go, but it just don't have the power. Huh? Oh, oops. Apparently I want more of them then. The 2. Yeah, even more. Although I do have a nice build up of them, so... good. Enemies in the starting planet, weak enemies in the same solar system, then full-blown space invasion. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of feel like your starting planet needs to be a bit of a sandbox, almost, because you're gonna have to leave it unattended. So you'd need some kind of defenses then, because you do need to jump to go get your silicon, and you do need to jump, usually further, to get your titanium. I mean, they could do a Factorio style thing where once you start producing a certain amount of pollution or ecological impact, then they start coming in. I think it is on their wish list or on their development sort of list. So it'll be interesting to see what they come up with. Ah, I need reinforced thrusters for these. Crap. That's alright, we can just run them down. Like so. What was the other thing I needed? Batteries. And blue thingies. Blue rings. I don't know, space fleets could be kind of awesome, or like occupied systems that you need to kind of try and invade. You send a whole heap of automated drones to attack them to clear them out or something. It'd be a big departure and a big thing for them to put in. Okay, so yeah, definitely not going to have enough super magnetic rings to start this one, because I'm going to need to start building accumulators first. Not tonight. I do not have the time tonight. It is a work day tomorrow, unfortunately. But that's helped our research substantially. And now we don't have any more titanium crystals. So why is that? Because we don't have enough titanium. Really? Well, let's fill up. Yeah, it's a matter of transport. Need more transporters. Well, this is full. Let's fill them all up. You interplanetary? No, you're just planetary. That's better. Good to see. I'm kind of curious to know how this factory is going as well, because I just kind of eyeballed everything rather than precisely measured it out. So we seem to have maybe a graphite shortage. It's all being used to produce our graphene. Yep. Graphite shortage it is. How's our hydrogen production? We should have decent hydrogen production, you would think. Oh yeah, I can speed this up by doing that and that and that. That'll help. Still not sure about my design here. So basically it's an overflow sort of design. So as soon as this stops, it's going to push out the overflow. But I'm not sure it's the best. If you guys have any comments on better hydrogen setups, I'm interested to hear it. So basically these will take 2 to produce, we're going through X-ray cracking to produce 3, as well as a little bit of graphite. But essentially they're only really running when we've got more hydrogen coming in. I've got this loop going so it can kind of feed itself. But I think it's backfiring a little. Because all that really means is that the hydrogen coming in is going to be the hydrogen coming out, and the rest is just going to loop into infinity. Think this through. Essentially want a system where this is not going to run out of hydrogen, or input the excess. I'm almost certain that it's going to be related to these splitters. That's it. Currently we've got it so it's prefacing out here. So if I were to go here instead, it's going to output here and then occasionally output here. Or what I could do, I think that's my answer. I want a slower belt somewhere. Sorry, I know that was kind of talking to myself there. But if we make this slower, right? So that's now coming out at 6 a second. It's being fed in at 12 a second. So we'll always have an output of 6 a second and 6 a second. Now that 6 a second will essentially mean that it's never going to run out. We're still going to preference there, so we've always got a constant 6 a second. So if we do run out of hydrogen on our loop, it should just start looping around and maybe spacing out. I'm just going to upgrade that too. And I can make that even better if I had the next level of belts. What do they take? Yeah, I'm not making those. And that will help fix my graphite problem as well though, by making this run a little bit more. Of course, eventually it's going to fill up our hydrogen over here because I'm not using it fast enough on my red science, but that's okay. Now it is going to take a while for this to run because it's all backed up, so I'm just wondering if I just start doing this. Oh, the high-pitched whine of hydrogen. Yay. Dump it all in there. Alright, that's starting to produce a bit more. Keep emptying the excess. And we'll just empty it all so we can see how it runs. Alright. We're onto a winner. We're also starting to use more petroleum than we're producing. But we're producing a little bit more graphite now as a result. That is actually going to make my petroleum production problem worse too. Now, am I just not got enough oil? Yeah. Do that. Some upgraded belts happening. That should vastly improve our petroleum, or at least slightly improve our petroleum manufacturing capabilities. Eventually these seeps, of course, will get me into trouble, but I've got plenty of other seeps on the planet I've yet to tap. So that will be a tomorrow problem. Alright, in the meantime, let's go check out why this is not going as fast as it maybe should be. Ah, it's going as fast as it should be. Good. Plenty of stone happening. Ah, proliferators. Hey, I said it right too. Are not producing enough. Why is that? Coming down here. Yep. There just ain't enough of them. So, to solve that problem, we've got excess level 1 proliferators, so we're going to go like this. Just do that. Oh, no, 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 that's not what we want to do. Go. Now I'll run it like that. That'll be input and input and output. Do that. Throw in some power. And I forgot to actually set the recipe. Double our production. Also upgrade that belt. Maybe this one too. What's that bringing in? Diamonds? Yeah. that, upgrade that. There we go. That would help out a heap. And we're not getting enough to him to run. It's a recipe state. 2 every 1 second. And it's going to do one of these every 0.5 of a second. But we don't have enough coal coming in. There we go. There's our weak spot. Upgrade that. That should be a 1-to-1 correlation. Starting to back up. For some reason we're still getting gaps though. Surely we shouldn't unless I just want to do that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, of course, it's 12 a second belt, 6 a second belt, can't fill it the gaps fast enough. Okay. So that should be making things better. And slowly backlogging this, I would hope. And everything's got the green juice. It's making it through. That's good. And we'll just check that this is starting to make it through a little bit better as well. And then I think I'm going to call it. I think that that will be it for us tonight. Pleasure to meet both you guys, Blarg and Hypericus. Thank you, Hypericus, sorry. I just can't pronounce things. Thank you very much for joining in and watching. It's been great having you. I hope you have enjoyed tonight's stream. And hopefully I'll see you in the next one as well. Now, I will be exporting the full stream to YouTube as well, so if you feel like you've missed something or just wanted to see what I was doing earlier, then you can head over to my YouTube channel to check that out. Also, if you did enjoy it and you want to drop me a follow, that would be greatly appreciated. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. So yeah, that's where we're going to leave it here. My name is Pooks. If you are watching later on YouTube, if you feel like dropping a like or a subscribe, that would be very helpful. If you enjoyed the content, of course. If you don't, then don't do those things. And I will hopefully see everyone in the next episode. See you later.